Hello, I know I haven't vlogged for quite a long time now, so some reorganizing of my room. See, it's kind of neater back there. And a new computer. Picture's now more clear. See, you haven't noticed. Anyway, a topic I want to talk about today is why I write my quantum poetry. I write some poems and lyrics about peace and society, and most of the peace poems and lyrics are inspired by music from the 60s and 70s, like from bands like Beatles and then like Edwin Starr, like that. So bands that spoke about peace and war in their songs back then. And as far as quantum physics poetry goes, it's a combination of things really. It's like the aspects of the poems about floating up into the sky and out into space came from several dreams I've had from the time I was around 10. Let's see. Before, from about up to 10 years old. And in my dream I would be in this building, either house or apartment, I don't remember which, and in one of my dreams about this like anti-gravitational force pulling me to the sky and out into space. And I watch as the Earth becomes smaller and smaller. And at that point I woke up, so I don't know what would have happened after that. And then for a long time I didn't think much about that dream until I came across a quote by Carl Jung. I don't have the quote offhand, but if I can find it, I'll put it in the description box. Carl Jung talked about a near-death experience he had, and he described seeing the Earth from outer space. And I believe that near-death experience was at some point in the 1940s, sometime before space travel began. So it's kind of interesting because he kind of describes the Earth from space. See, and I learned a lot about quantum physics from reading books by Stephen Hawking, Kip Thorne, Leon Lederman, Michio Kaku, among others, and reading about different religions and cultures like Egyptian, Buddhism, Hinduism, Mayan, to name a few, and drew inspiration from that. And for me, my poetry is like a spiritual journey, almost like a journey of not only about knowledge, but about self-discovery too. And like growing up, without being indoctrinated in any religion, I kind of always had been like the secular person, but also always the spiritual person too. And then I kind of like started off like reading about UFOs and reincarnation stuff when I was a kid, and that kind of changed, kind of evolved over the years, and then started reading around maybe 2005-ish. I started reading about the physics and the philosophy. I didn't really start getting really into it until 2006. There was, I guess, call it a turning point, right before I started reading up on physics, or not right before, but few years before. I was at this reincarnation forum around 2004-ish, and I was reading about time travel in my poems, which was something that quite a few people at this one forum thought was possible, but they didn't really understand how it would work. And I mean, I have ideas from reading about travel physics, and I kind of put things together of what might be, but who knows really. And when someone mentioned I was talking about quantum physics with the time travel aspect, I knew how to do research on the subject, and then a year later, that in 2006, I started reading about Stephen Hawking, about A Brief History of Time, and went from there. And I also like to say that for me, reading and learning about the physics of the universe was like getting a glimpse of another realm out there, which is what inspired me to write the poem The Other Side. Like the part where it goes, meet you on the other side, which is called the universe, kind of that aspect of like discovery and stuff. And it was like after reading some books about quantum physics, I felt as though I was peering into the cosmos and seeing some sort of in-between lives realm, almost. And yet also thinking like the way energy is either created or destroyed on some sort of like atomic level. There, the way and really notice between what is alive and what is dead. I mean, certainly, physically, from what we observe in the world, there is. But on an atomic level, about, well, atoms I think is being shed every 7 years or so. So then, in a way, it's almost like our bodies are reincarnating every 7 years or so, which is another topic. But yeah, I think that's the end of my blog, and as always, comments, video responses, all that stuff is appreciated and welcomed. Feel free to share your ideas and stuff, and talk to you later.